Hello, Noob Skills 2022. Thank you for checking out my stream. Um, Hello also to my other viewers. For anybody watching who's not familiar with Noob Skills 2022, they are mostly a Super Auto Pets player, although they have recently been getting into Scrabble as well. And I encourage you to check them out if either of those games appeal to you. Let me just do a shout out real quick here. Um, and thank you very much, T-Bago, for your subscription. That is much appreciated. You are my first 2 month subscriber. And you're also a founder, of course, and currently Bits leader as well, the software is telling me. So that's all very much appreciated. Hello, Cloyce. Glad to see you. I don't know if Dorf is your thing, but feel free to stay and watch if it is. So let me get straight over to the game. Actually, let me not get straight over to the game because I have something to show you first of all, which is that my speedruns for this game have finally been accepted on YouTube. I'll just get that up, and thank you very much, Ruby, for your 2 month subscription. This time using your free Prime sub. Anybody who has Amazon Prime, by the way. Your subscription to Prime comes with a free Twitch sub to a streamer of your choice. Clovis, yeah. So Clovis, obviously it's the week. I know you're free Saturday afternoons, but it's still the weekday for you, so that's fine. But thank you for joining me anyway. And I'm glad you like my voice, New Skills. I'm still a bit self-conscious about it, but that's the point of me streaming, is to get used to it. Right, let me just make sure I get the right thing here. Yeah, there's Dorf, but more importantly, here is the speedrun.com leaderboard for dorfromantik. Is that showing on the stream? No, it is not. There we go. Okay. So a few weeks ago, I decided to do some speedruns for this game. I managed to get second place in the 2,000 point category. There is quite a big gap to first. I am going to go for this again at second place, although 12 seconds is quite a lot to take off. I'll be happy, I think, with under 40. Thank you, New Skills, for cheering 100 bits split into 6, 9, 69, another 6, another 9, and a 1. I've got to remember that, Noob Skills. Next time I want to cheer 100 bits to a streamer, I've got to remember to break it down like that for added meme value. And apparently that started a hype train. So thank you. That's the first hype train I've ever had on this channel, so I do appreciate that. Yes, so this game has been out, Cloyce, for about 2 years now. And I think it's kind of done in terms of new content or updates or whatever. But it was only a couple of months ago that anyone had the idea of speedrunning it. So yeah, I managed the second place here. Yeah, so Alien's Rock, actually, when he did his playthrough, that wasn't the final release version. It was an early access version. So there were some changes after that. But yeah, it was a good couple of years ago, maybe even 3 years ago, that he played it. However, if we move over to the 5,000 point category, you'll see I have a world record by some margin with 3 minutes 17. In the 10,000 point, I have almost 4 minutes over second place. Although, yeah, only one person has ever tried it apart from me. And in the 25,000 points, I'm the only person who's ever finished. So T-Bago, thank you very much for another 100 bits, although yours was not nearly as humorously organised. Yes, my first ever hype train. I'm very excited. And thanks, Dustin. I think you were here for most, if not all, of these. Now, today we're going to be trying something slightly less exciting. We will be playing Dorf again. I'll just see if I can get some background music going. I think that's about right. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, or whatever. So in the yeah, so I would like to go full forward, Dustin, and I'm definitely going to do more runs of the 2,000 point category. It's going to be tough to beat that record. I think sub 40 seconds is definitely possible. Grind the 20, well, it's 2,000, not 2,500, but yes. At some point, I will do a I'm going to stream till I get this record or fall asleep stream. That's not going to be tonight because I'm already quite tired and I don't think I can go for 3 hours. But yes, Dustin, that is a good idea and I will be doing that at some point. So the classic mode in this game, I've got to the point where you can more or less keep going as long as you like, as long as you're careful with placing the tiles. And so your score is really just a case of how long you can bother to keep playing. But there is a hard mode, and my high score in the hard mode is only 10,000, which isn't that much. Um, it is possible to go infinite on hard mode as well. I have seen another streamer do it, but it's not easy. So the first thing we're going to do today is just jump into a game of hard mode and see how far we get. Now the rules of hard mode are the same as the regular mode. The difference is it's more awkward with the tiles you get. So there are going to be fewer tiles where you just have one type of terrain, just fields, just trees, and more tiles where there are going to be multiple types of terrain. Ruby, thank you for cheering 100 bits. That's a lot of bits. That's more bits than I've had in all my other streams put together, I think. So that's much appreciated, especially while there's a hype train going. I don't think the hype train actually does anything, but I think it gives emotes to everybody who cheers or subs while it's going. So everybody enjoy your emotes. I think I can't remember Ruby or Tibago if you were subscribed before or if you just had a gift sub. Yeah, you get emotes if you can contribute. That massive subscription gift confused me because then I don't know who actually subbed or not. If you weren't subbed before, then you now have a founder badge to enjoy. And in fact, I think I've only got a couple of founder badges left now. So if you would like the idea of, obviously, in a few years' time, when I'm some massive famous streamer, to be able to flex your your founder badges to everyone, then now's the time to grab one. Yes, yes, that's right, Tibago. Yes, thank you. You very generously subscribed right at the start of my first affiliate stream, only for everybody else to be gift bombed. Yes, that is correct. Is the sound okay, by the way, Tibago? It's a bit hard to tell myself. I have to turn the sound down at my end so it doesn't echo on the mic. If you can't hear anything, let me know. Right, let's try and get some gameplay in here. How is it this end? One of the things I believe hard mode does is it's more awkward in terms of the rivers and railways it gives you. Game's a little quiet. I'll turn it up just slightly then. You can see I've got the volume set very low on the game, but that's because if you put it up even slightly more, it does get a bit overwhelming. Okay, we have a house quest. So in hard mode, it's the same in every mode really, but especially in hard mode, you do need to really extract as much value as you can from perfect placements. You do need to put a lot of thought into every single one, to the point where the infinite run that I've seen somebody do of this, they managed to achieve 100% perfect placements. In other words, every single tile on their map that they have surrounded was surrounded perfectly, which is crazy to me. I can't even imagine making that work without losing, but it is possible. And I think that's the standard you have to meet if you want to go endless on this mode. Maybe. At the moment, there's an awful lot of trying to set things up to be helpful in future, like that was all set up so that that tile could go in there. Same with that tile. So apologies, it's going to take me quite a while to get to 10,000, but a little longer than the 3 minutes it took me in the speed run. But we should get there this stream, certainly. This forest is okay. It is a little bit full of houses, but we'll make that work. And to place these houses so that they can connect to future houses, and the fields so they can connect to future fields, and so on. So, planning ahead, really. Hopefully this hole doesn't stay here. If you see a hole, the problem with a little hole like this, it's not just depriving you of a perfect placement for the tile that you haven't placed, but for all the tiles around it. So there's potentially 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 10 perfect placements I'm missing out on just by having this hole here. But hopefully we can fill it in soon. Tea with Jade, challenging off that play I just made there. Hello and welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Now, actually, I'm afraid that play was valid, so your challenge doesn't stand. Hopefully Dustin or Ruby or someone had a game of Scrabble going in the background and was like, "What?" Yeah, for those of you who don't watch my Scrabble streams, that's the noise that the Woogles website makes if somebody challenges your play. And happy Friday to you too, and thank you for dropping by. I don't think I've seen you here before. So you may not recognise this game. This is Dorfromantik, which is a lovely little puzzle game where you have to build a little village. You have trees, fields, houses, and you have these nice little hexagonal tiles that you have to connect together. And the goal is to match the edges on the tiles, and the better that you match them, the more points you score. And today I'm trying the hard mode of this game, which I've never been very good at before, and I'm going to see how far I get. I think we can fill this. Actually, no, we've got a river coming. We'll fill that tile in with the river. Yes, so this is quite a strategic game once you get into the sort of the more advanced side of it, trying to maximize perfect placements of tiles and so forth. Everything I'm doing here is trying to plan for tiles I'm going to get in the future, and one of the things you can see is you can see the next 3 tiles you're going to get, yeah, the graphics on this are lovely. The windmill is one of my favourite. There's a few sort of special tiles you get, like the windmill and the little clock tower and so on. Once you complete a railway quest, you get little trains that go up and down the rails, and little boats that go on the water. So when the map gets a bit bigger, some of those will start showing up as well. Let's go there. Actually, that's a lie. Let's go there. Nice spot for this. Yes, it's a good feeling in this game when everything slots into place and you can put the tile in and it fits exactly with everything around it. If you have the sort of mind like mine that likes that sort of thing, then this game might appeal to you. Later on in the stream, when I'm done with this map, I might show you my classic mode map. So classic mode is a lot easier than the hard mode that I'm playing now. So you can get much bigger maps. In fact, actually, since this is your first time here, I'll show it you quickly now. If I just head over to classic mode. So this is what the game looks like if you've been playing it for a long time. Some would say far too long. The map gets very big. So big, in fact, it's taking a long time just for the game to load it. And yeah, you can see that if once you get a bit further along with the railways, you get these little trains that drive around, and you get little boats on the water, and you even get things like deer in the forests. So it really is adorable. And yes, this this is the easier mode of the game, so you can just sort of keep placing tiles wherever, and it goes absolutely crazy. So this is what I'm trying to reproduce, but in hard mode. And in hard mode, the tiles you get are a lot more complicated than these ones. This is one of my favourite things I built, is this line of 3 windmills in a row. So yeah, that's the potential of it if I keep it going long enough. Um, right now, I'm just getting started on this much smaller one. Speaking of windmills, we've just got another one here. So the windmills, these little numbers that pop up above the windmills, that's how many more fields I have to connect. So if I connect 9 more fields to this little strip of fields I've got here, that will complete a quest. And completing a quest gives me more tiles. You can see I have 29 tiles in my stack. If that stack runs out, if it gets down to 0, then I lose. So I have to keep placing tiles, keep completing quests, keep getting more tiles, and see how long I can keep that up for. Yes, thank you. Enjoy your lurk, and thank you for checking out my stream, Tea with Jade. I finally found the tile. This space that I've been leaving here, I finally found the tile that I was waiting for. That one. It matches on all the edges. Now I just need that tile as well. Doesn't quite match. Find the perfect tile for those little gaps. So yeah, one of the tricks to playing the hard mode and maximizing perfect tiles, which that streamer actually, just keep saying that streamer. I should mention them by name. Let me shout out Luke Ainsworth, who is another dorfromantik streamer. Well, a streamer of many puzzle games, but especially dorfromantik. I think they actually have the high score for hard mode, I think. What they said is when you have to enclose a tile like this, you should make sure that the edges are something that's going to come up fairly commonly. So ideally when you enclose something, you want it to have just one type of thing around it. So here it only had trees around it, and here it's only got houses around it. This one's going to be more difficult to find because it's got trees and field, but I should still get that tile. So that's one thing I'm thinking about now, is when I start to surround a space, I make sure I'm surrounding it with something that will actually come up in the tile set, which unfortunately does just mean experience of the game and knowing which tiles come up. But here you can see, for example, I'm just waiting for tiles with lots of fields on, and that will fill those spaces. This is a rather awkward tile. You end up with a railway network that has a lot of V's on it later in the game, which can be a challenge. And then again here, for example, all I need here is just a tile with one house on, which I know is something that does come up every now and then. This very nearly fits in this space. If I'm starting to run out of tiles, I might start making plays like that just so I don't lose. But I'll see if I can go a bit longer before I have to do that. So this is almost the tile I want here. It's good on 5 out of the 6 edges, but I'll keep holding out for exactly the right one at the moment. Not quite. It's frustrating when you get a tile that almost fits in a lot of places, but doesn't actually fit in any of them. These railways are going to get complicated quite fast, I think. This is the tile I'm looking for here, except that the house and the field are backwards. I need the same tile, but the other way around. We'll get it eventually. I know. It's so annoying. I'm feeling it's going to be hard to fit this tile here because I have to get a railway with just the right amount of trees around it. So I might just give up and put any railway there, and for the sake of continuing this forest, so I can finish this quest. Ooh, never mind. I say that, and then we immediately get exactly the right railway tile. That's good. Now we can get this railway out this way. We get one with a field on it. Oh, hi there, Zando. Sorry, I didn't quite see you there. Yes, this is Dorfromantik. Probably not your sort of game, but thank you for dropping by anyway. It's not going too good at the moment, but we'll see what happens. If I game over on this attempt too quickly, I will just start another hard mode game. Nowhere good to put this tile. I think I'll just put it one of these two places. This sort of constrains the railway quite a bit, having an empty edge here, so I'll put it down here. This tile I've been looking for a while. This is the one that I need to slot into that location. Yes, this. I could retitle this stream Emma Scrolls Around the Map Looking Increasingly Exasperated. Hello, welcome back, Cloyce. The door thing is advancing slowly. Yes, I think one of the reasons that so few people have attempted to speedrun this game is it doesn't really lend itself to speedrunning. If you want to play it well, you have to think very carefully about every tile placement, which is what I'm doing at the moment, or at least trying to do. But we're doing all right so far. Let's do, oops, not like that. Do that in anticipation of getting a water tile. Another trick with these water tiles is because it's annoying when you get a water tile with a feature on the edge, like a tree or a field or a house, because you've got to find a water tile with that feature on. Anytime you get a water tile and that water tile has something on itself, you sort of place them like this, sort of back to back. So now I don't have to find a tile with a field on it to continue this river. I can just put any river tile here. And then find a field tile later on to fill in that gap. Sort of screwed up a bit here by leaving this house here. If this house wasn't here, I could slot this tile in nicely. But it might be I have to compromise on this area here. I'll put it here for now. Yeah, so instead of going here, which would leave this river next to a field, I can go here. Although that leaves this river next to a house. So another thing I could do is go here. Now none of the rivers are next to fields. The fields are on their own. This is an awkward piece. You think it would? Yes. So I'm not sure if it would be nice to live here or not. The lack of roads is a bit of a problem. And in fact, this there's a town over here, and yet the only railway is all the way over here. So you've got to sort of walk through these woods to get to catch the train to go anywhere. But yes, it's often if you've got a whole area of one feature, then it's fairly easy to keep expanding that area. Whereas if you've got one house, yes, this is an American railway system. It's a freight train. It doesn't actually take passengers. If you've got one building or one field in the middle of nowhere, it can be difficult to extend that. Yes. So one of the things that hard mode does is introduce more of these rail junction tiles, but even in classic mode, I don't know if you've seen this, Zando Toaster. If I switch over to my classic mode map, um, just to give you an idea of what can happen with the rail system as you progress in the game. This is, I wouldn't like to be a train driver here. This is not the easiest to navigate, especially this. It's just this loop of rail in the middle of nowhere that doesn't connect to anything. But yeah, this is what it gets like later in the game. Assume that all the grocery stores and necessities are within walking distance of the town. Yeah, you have to hope so. I hope for the sake of the residents that everything they need is located in this area here. Environmentally friendly, I suppose. I don't know. It looks like they're steam trains, so they're still burning coal. We haven't switched them over to renewable electricity. Like if I need to replace this windmill with a modern wind turbine or something like that. Yeah, right. Oh, I was complaining about the fact there's nowhere to place this piece. I suppose down here is okay. I mean, you can always sort of chain things together and go off into the distance. The problem with that is you don't get any perfect placements then, which means you don't get any more tiles. And then eventually you run out of tiles and then you lose. I am down to just 9 tiles. This is actually a non-perfect placement because one of these edges doesn't connect. But I think I'm going to have to go for it because it gets me 2 other perfect placements, and I will run out of tiles eventually if I don't do enough perfect placements. That works, but I'm sort of hoping I can connect this railway up to this station here to complete this quest, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just put that there. Turn this into a dead end. Yeah, so the fact that it highlights matching edges, that's something that wasn't in the game originally. I believe also when Aliens Rock played this game. So the white edges are the ones where it matches with the adjacent tile. And if all the edges are matching on the tile, then you get not only a 60-point bonus, but more importantly in hard mode, you get another tile, which helps stop you running out of tiles. So this tile, as you can see, is very close to matching, but just not quite there. And yes, it's good to be able to see at a glance that you're not messing it up. The other thing that wasn't there when he played it was the undo button. So if you messed up, you were stuck with the consequences of your mistake, whereas now you can actually undo and place the tile again. I'll actually place these trees here so that the quest completes. And yeah, one of the other things in hard mode that there are more of, apart from awkward tiles with lots of features on them and more rail junctions and more water junctions, there's also this sort of tile, which has both a river and a railway on it. Now that's awkward if I place it here, and it's also awkward if I place it over here. There's really no good place for this sort of tile. And on larger maps, I tend to have a sort of separate section where I put those tiles on their own, out of the way. But we're not quite there yet. So I might just do that. And then I'll look for a pond tile that fits here, and then just end that river where it is. Here's another tile that very nearly fits in there, but just not quite. Okay, this tile would be nice to have because I could end this end of the railway and just work out this way, but it doesn't fit. The field's on the wrong side. It doesn't fit here either. Not that I want to end that one because I haven't finished the quest yet. I might just, yeah, this is one of the things you can do with unwanted rail end pieces is just put two of them like that and pretend you never had a railway at all. Here's the boats I was mentioning. So that will sail around the map for the rest of the game now. This is another tile with nowhere good. That's not too bad. Let's put this down here, maybe out the way. We can get another pond tile to fill that in. This is very close to the tile that I wanted to have here, but it's just not quite. The trees are not on the right part of the tile. So I'll have to put it down here instead. Actually, if I don't put that there, I can bring the trees over. I'd like this tile here that's got trees and water on. I'd like it to contribute to this water quest and this tree quest, if possible. So we'll just put our blank tile somewhere where there's a space. There isn't a space anywhere. Put it there. If I do something like that. Actually, just that. Yeah, just that. I can get water tile through here. You're starting to run low on tiles. Hopefully soon I do find a piece to go here to finish that quest. And if I could find some of the tiles that fit in these gaps as well, that would be nice. If I can't find tiles that fit in those gaps, I'll have to start compromising on perfect placements to keep going. Which is how this game normally goes. It's just, as I was saying, somebody did manage to play it without ever having to do that. And I would like to be able to replicate that, but I really have no idea how they managed it. Maybe there is fine. I go here, I'm relying on getting a rail piece that fits there, but I think we probably will get one. They're quite common in this mode. Yeah, I've only got 4 tiles now. To think about where else I can connect up to. See, there is okay. That fits nicely. Okay, yeah, let's get this quest done. It's at the expense of not having a perfect placement on this tile, but I'm going to run out of tiles if I don't get more soon, so we'll do that. And I think this... Ah, that's annoying. This tile looks like it should complete this quest. Not this quest, fill in this hole. And it just doesn't quite match up. It doesn't match here either, which is I need a similar shaped tile there. Find somewhere for it. Yeah, every so often you just run into one of these tiles and think there is nowhere good to put this. I'll put it here, because at least it contributes trees to this quest. Hello, Pro Stoic. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for chilling. And it is it's evening here. It's about 9 o'clock. I think it might be a little earlier your time. But yeah, time zones. Happy time zones to everyone. Another awkward piece here. One thing I did wish this game would do is highlight the tiles where you've already not got a perfect match, because it doesn't matter if you don't match those. One of these tiles, and I can't remember which one, I've already not matched perfectly. I can't tell which one it was, but yeah, I'm gonna not perfectly match this either because I need to get this finished. That doesn't quite match there. Again, I might need to take this. I think your town needs more parking lots. Well, it needs more roads in general. I mean, parking lots aren't really the problem at the moment. You can't get here in a car to start with. Also, hello, hi Slip, welcome to the stream. Just massive highway straight through the middle of here. That will solve all the problems. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to complete this quest at the expense of failing that one, because then at least I get more tiles. Delaying the inevitable. That doesn't quite fit there, so we'll bring it over here. Egg! Thank you for the egg. This railway doesn't fit here, it doesn't fit here, it doesn't fit here. Yeah, and anti-dwarf, yeah. I think that's just called SimCity, T-Bagger. Yeah, LA Simulator. We could do this and then get a sharp bend piece and put it there. That would work. We are once again extremely close to filling in this tile. There's just some extra trees there that we don't want. But we can put it here. That works. So I need to connect these houses to these houses so that they all form one big town, because this quest needs 138 more houses. So I'm going to put it there and then find a piece that fits in that middle bit. I'll do that because pieces that are entirely water are quite common, so I should be able to put one in there. Okay, we finally have a railway piece that fits there. Been waiting for that literally all game. I think we started the game here and placed this railway as like our 4th or 5th tile. Definitely fitting the railways in the water is definitely the most difficult part. Even anywhere good to put a blank tile at the moment. Everything's got something on the edge of it. Go there. Right, this is a tile I've been waiting for some time. So this is nice. When you manage to complete a perfect placement with 6 more perfect placements around it, you do that. This looks really nice, I think. It's always a good feeling when you finally get that done. Shenanigans with water tiles here. I'll go with that. Find a piece to fit in there later. Yeah, and then we can complete this quest at least. I could put this here to fill in this water area, but I see there's a lake tile coming up. So the other thing I can do with it is make a railway junction. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to fail this quest because this is slightly more than 13 railways. But I'm going to do it anyway because I need the perfect placements. Once it's gone over 13, I can't get it back under 13 anyway. So there's no point keeping that any longer. Finishes the forest quest, which is good. Maybe you have a tile like this with just one thing on it. You need to scan around and check, is there somewhere I'm waiting for just that one thing on the tile? I think there is. I think I need it here. There we go. here I'm actually waiting for sharp railway bends before I can make any more progress. So we'll bring the railway tiles over here. I could do that, but then I'm waiting for another sharp railway bend, so that's a bad idea. Instead we'll do it so we're just using gentle bends. I don't want to just have a single railway line wiggling across the landscape if I can help it. But it's hard to avoid that without creating a sharp bend. Actually, I can do... If I could place that second tile first, I could do something more interesting. But I can't quite. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll have 2 railways going that we can expand. So this has a field quest attached to it. I quite want to put it on one of these existing big fields. I've been waiting for a field with 4 fields around it, and a tower with 4 fields around it, and a tower with 4 fields around it. I'm starting to think that maybe hard mode doesn't give you the 4 fields tile. Which, well, it must do sometimes, because this windmill has 6 field edges. But perhaps next time I play this, I shouldn't rely on getting that tile so much, because clearly it doesn't happen very often. I'll put it here, and then hopefully we do get one of those tiles and we can link it back up. We're getting forest tiles with plenty of trees around them. That's working out okay. Here's a tile with... Yeah, so I can put that tile there. I've been waiting for one of those for a long time. This needs to come here. Doesn't quite fit. That works. Almost works. It's not quite. Something with houses. I don't want to put it here because then that's going to run into place. I'm never going to find a tile that fits there. We're heading for another circle line. Yeah, this railway, I don't know about this 9+ quest. The only way I can complete that is if I have a junction here and carry it out here. But I can finish this 1+ quest by just making a circle. So I'll probably just do that. But yeah, it's somehow managed to give me, despite having all these possible places to put rivers, it's given me a tile that just doesn't quite fit nicely on any of them. Apart from there, but I don't want to do that because then I'll never finish the river. We'll go there. When we get a piece like this one that's all trees, we can put that in there. Right, this is the piece I've been waiting for here for so long. This piece. Fits perfectly like that. But yeah, I think in classic mode that piece is a lot more common, and just for some reason in hard mode it doesn't come up as often because they're giving you more complex pieces instead. Yeah, still waiting for an end piece with just a field on, and an end piece with just a house on as well, which I haven't had yet. Be careful I don't run out of tiles here. That's alright, that gets me another tile. But then... yeah, then we've only got 2 left, and one of them's this awkward railway piece. Might be better to go here. This, although it's a junction, it's not a junction that fits here, unfortunately. Maybe try it there. And I have to get the perfect with this piece, otherwise we lose. I think I can. Well, that's technically a perfect placement. It's not a very good one though. Yeah, I could give up on finding the right piece for these spots here and just put it there. I think I might do that. Oh, that's only 2 edges though. That's only 2 edges. That's only 2 edges. Yeah, there's nowhere this matches more than 2 edges, unfortunately. Which is annoying. Suppose here it matches 3 edges. Actually, yeah, we can put that one there and match 3 edges. I'll put it here, and then I'll put this one here. And at least we've got a couple more tiles. But we might lose soon, I think. And then we might not even beat our high score. We're coming up to our high score. Our high score is, yeah, just over 10,000. Currently on 9,400. As I say, the hard mode is harder. See, that's a nice placement, but because this river is sort of long and thin, it doesn't get me more perfect. So I might go over here, since that does. Also looking for a very specific piece here. It's how this game ends up is you either end up looking for very specific pieces to fill holes, or you end up compromising and filling the holes with something else, and then not getting perfect placement. Like here, I'll have to just do that so I get something. Yeah, I know. I'm good at speedrunning this game, but I'm not quite so good at actually playing it normally, it turns out. And it actually requires thought. It's close enough, I think. Almost goes. I might put that here, and then if I get another train station, I'll put it there. Just because that gives me another perfect placement. This is a really awkward time. We'll go here, but I don't know where I'm going to fill that. Then I've got a railway, so I think this is probably the end. Unless I can put this railway somewhere. No, I don't think I can. So yeah. Didn't manage a high score on that, which is a bit disappointing. But we're about halfway through the stream, so I'm going to try again. And maybe have more luck this time. So apologies to anyone who was hoping for something exciting there. If you've just got this game on as background noise, then it doesn't matter. Find a satisfying way to put these tiles together. Yeah, that's got trees and railways. That goes there. Thank you for believing in me, Zando Toaster. I hate to disappoint, so I will try my best. So here I'm peeking down the tile stack to see I've got this railway bend with a field on it. I'm thinking if I go there, then I can go here. And it all matches up nicely. So I think that was the right play. I'm probably going to have a train station tile here, unless I happen to get a junction that's exactly what I need. So I can just end the railway there. Start turning this into a giant lake. Start making this a forest. Sadly, there's nowhere quite right for this rail piece. I wonder if I can make somewhere for it to go. Like here, for example. Without failing the tree quest. Maybe just there, and except that that edge doesn't match. A lot of water quests today, rather. Here's another one. Maybe just there. This is relying on us filling in a gap later. But it is a gap with just fields, which are fairly common. I think 2 fields is more common than 3 fields, so I'm going to do this and hope a 2-field tile comes along. I'm sure I'll look very silly when it doesn't. Almost fits properly. Not quite. Another water quest. Sort of have to connect all this water together because they're all quests, so we need to be working towards them all at the same time. If I just put it here, it's slightly awkward because I want this to be a house area really, but I'll put it there. Put it that way around. At least we're completing quests. Okay, there's no way this rail piece is fitting on our existing railway. I think I might just start another railway over here. And any pieces that don't fit here, hopefully fit here. Completing all these water quests, it's a reasonably good start this time. We'll see how long that continues for. One thing we do need now is a forest tile that's surrounded on at least 4 sides. This one is surrounded on 4 sides, but it's not 4 sides that are next to each other. So it's not quite what we need. Yikes at that forest gold house water spot in the middle. This one. Yeah, the gold is a field, but yes. So the water, you don't have to match a water edge with a water edge. You can match it with just empty land. So you see here, it's a matching edge, even though it's not water. But yeah, I've pretty much accepted I'm not going to match that hole. I should be able to match this hole perfectly, because if I get a tile that's just land with 1 field on it, will match. And this one just needs houses, and this one just needs forest. And that one just needs railway or train station. So I'm actually doing fairly well at leaving holes that I have a chance of matching later. This is just the one that I haven't managed to leave so far. Might bring this over here. Field, that's a gold slab. I mean, this would be a very rich town if these were gold slabs, Dustin. Um, I'll turn on a different biome. So there are different settings here for what biomes you have enabled, and there's a setting that has purple fields, which are supposed to be lavender, which is nice. And you can turn on all of these at once if you want, and then your dwarf, you have a dwarf of many colours. You have purple trees and everything like that. I tended to keep it on just one biome setting so that people can see what things are. But yeah, there's a lot of different presets for this. And I usually keep it on the blossom one because that's the brightest, clearest colours. Yeah, there's Fjord, which is this sort of dark brownish colour. There's also Midwinter, which is all sort of snowy. And it does actually, like, it changes the design of some of the things, like the houses and the train stations. It's not just recolouring. That one's all cherry trees and Japanese style houses. Let's put it on Midwinter for a while. The gold well, it's supposed to be, corn or wheat or something that's some crop that's yellow. Only problem with Midwinter is it's a bit sort of washed out. You can't necessarily see what's what. Let's have it on Midwinter for a while as a change. Here. I think here is fine. We need to finish this quest. Hello, Luke Ainsworth. Welcome to the stream. I just shouted you out a while ago as an expert player of this dorfromantik game. I've just started a game of hard mode, and I know that you have a very large game of hard mode where you've managed to get 100% perfect placement. I have not quite achieved that yet, and in fact on my previous attempt at hard mode I got a game over after only 10,000 points. But I'm having another go here. Weird seeing the upcoming... Yeah, so the upcoming tiles don't match how they look on the screen. So if I go and change to a different biome, yeah, the tiles down there still look the same, which is a bit weird. But yeah, we're trying out the Midwinter for a while. No problem, Luke. I think you're one of the top players of this game. So if anybody is a fan of this game and wants to see some high quality gameplay, then Luke Ainsworth is somebody you should check out for certain. So I think I have the basics down. I have gone infinite in my classic mode game. I have 700,000 points, and it's really just a case of how long I want to bother playing at this point. And I also have 3 of the 4 speedrun world records. But when it comes to hard mode, I'm not quite so good at it. I'm the only speedrunner of this game, would be more accurate, but yes, thank you, Dustin. So I'm not aiming for 100% perfect on this run, I'm just aiming for getting more than 10,000 points. But obviously getting as many perfects as I can. 100% perfects at hard mode are not easy. Yes, that's an understatement. So, right, so, okay, you also have 100% perfect run in classic mode. I thought you might do. with 1,234,560 points. Yes, so my classic mode game is not 100% perfect. I think it's only 95% perfect. But I, I don't think I've ever loaded this with just the winter biome on. It looks quite nice actually. Um, yes, it's good enough for me to go infinitely if I want to. I mean, I think about 1,200 tiles on the stack now. If I just let this load in, um, you can sort of see the strategy I'm using. All the rails are over here, all the houses are over here, fields are over here, forest is over here, water's over here. um, 1,028 tiles. So I'm clearly going endless on classic mode, but the same cannot quite be said for hard mode just yet. M is dropping down. Yeah, I don't think M is playing this game anymore, or possibly even playing any games anymore. I don't think she's in the best of health, Debago, and unfortunately, I don't have more details. Otherwise, I would let you know. Um, yeah, I mean, I want to get to at least 1,000,000 one day. It's just a case of finding time to sit down and play it. Which, I mean, I stream it for 2 hours a week. It's just on my streams, I've been trying slightly more interesting things like speedruns and monthly challenges. I want to get the first million ever in hard mode in rank 1. Yeah, so Luke Ainsworth, for those watching, has rank 1 on the leaderboards for hard mode. And yeah, I do like my classic run. It's all sort of quite logical and neat and organised. Are you calling me a washed up streamer, Dustin? So it was a streamer who played this game quite a bit. Not necessarily on stream. She did play it on stream sometimes when she just felt like having a bit of a chill out stream. She was mostly a Final Fantasy player. But she played it an awful lot in her spare time. I think when she was at work, she'd have another monitor up with Dorf on and play it during breaks and stuff. So yeah, she has 2.69 million, which I think at one point was in like the top 50 on the leaderboard, but obviously has slipped down as more and more people have played even larger maps than that. Yes, hopefully Dustin is calling me a washed up streamer and not Luke. That would be a bit mean. So I should be able to complete a quest. So I put this bend here, river bend, knowing that this tile was coming in the stack and it would fit perfectly. Otherwise, it wouldn't have gone there. So I do know to look ahead in the stack sometimes. I just don't always manage to make it work. Like here would be lovely if this field was a house. And it would be lovely here if the field was in the right place. And it would be lovely here if there was a house there. So sometimes you just have a tile that just doesn't quite fit anywhere. And then you end up sticking it here, and then this river just goes on forever. I suppose that works, so we'll go with that. But yeah, M was a streamer that me and T-Baggo used to watch. But yeah, she's not currently streaming. Probably not ever streaming again, I don't think. Which is a shame, but there we go. People move on. People get tired of streaming for one reason or another. Yeah, so classic mode, high scores on classic mode are really just about how long you can bother to play the game for, is all that the leaderboard really shows you. I still like classic mode for just chilling, if you don't just want to chill out and not think about anything and just have something to play in the background, classic mode is great for that. If you want to come up with some big grand design for your dwarf without worry about running out of tiles, then you can do that in classic mode. But yeah, going for a high score is pointless. Tea with Jade, thank you very much for redeeming Stretch. I needed that. Ooh. If any viewers would like to stretch along with me, I encourage them to do so. Sorry, yes, the volume on my alerts is a bit messed up. I think I've got the mic volume and the game volume set up. Like I don't think the game is too loud or too quiet. But yeah, Twitch likes to play the alerts at max volume. I don't know. Maybe my stream is just a bit too quiet overall, but my mic is turned up quite loud. I think maybe it's just me that's quiet. And also, I'm not that close to the mic. I don't like, some streamers, you sort of, the streamer cam is like, the microphone is like here and you can't even really see their face. I don't like that. I like the cam to be a camera, and then so the mic is just out of shot here. So I'm not as close to it as I could be. But I'll figure out a way to turn the alerts down, because yeah, that was a bit much. Let me just finish my stretch. You like the challenges in the classic mode? Yeah, so last month's challenge was quite a difficult one. I didn't actually manage to get to the end of a run. I didn't manage to place all 500 tiles in the September challenge. Although there's another dwarf streamer I watch, Ophelia6277, who did manage to do that over the course of many streams, and I think she got 7th on the leaderboard or something like that. Might have dropped down a bit towards the end. So I did see that it could be done because I saw someone else do it. Right, let's been waiting for that to fill in that gap and complete that railway quest. Let me. Shout out to Philia6277, another player of this game, among other games. I think Luke, she has been in one of your streams before, but for anyone else watching who is a fan of this game, that's 2 more streamers that you can watch now. It seems to be getting a lot of water quests today. I think I've got 4 now, and I've already completed about 5. The game just seems to be throwing them at me, which is fair enough. They're relatively easy to complete. I'm happy for it to keep doing that. So we finally got a tile with 4 forest tiles. It does close off this forest. I think we can place 23 more. This has got 22. No, it hasn't. Oh, yes, it has. Okay, we might struggle to place another 23 trees there, so it'd be a good idea not to put this piece here, because we might not be able to finish our quest. Which is a shame, because it doesn't really fit anywhere else. Oh, it fits here. A bit there. Okay, we've got a railway end piece coming up. There's houses on both sides, so we need to plan somewhere that's going to have houses. I suppose it can go here. In which case we shouldn't do that. We also need to try and end this railway. I'm sure Luke will be looking at this and thinking, oh no, she's putting the tiles in all the wrong places. I don't want to force this to have a house on it. This doesn't quite fit, unfortunately. Be nice if it did. I'm tempted to put it there anyway and just accept the compromise. But can't do that with Luke watching, that would be no good. Put it here. Okay, that fits, and this is the tile that I should be able to find later because it's just got the three houses, right? There are no wrong places for tiles. Each one goes exactly where it belongs. Well, this is what Luke would say, since he's managed to do a 100% perfect run. So every tile did belong somewhere. The question is, where does it belong? Sometimes you don't realise until later, when you get different tiles, that it belonged somewhere. This is almost the tile I need to fill in. Ah, here it is, yeah. The tile I need for there is coming in a few tiles' time, which is nice. Be able to finish that. This can go here. I've got a very awkward railway junction, which I'll have to put here somewhere. there, and then I can put this piece here, which is nice. And I've almost got the tile I need for here, just not quite. I think it's easier in classic mode. I'm used to playing in classic mode and having, when you need a tile like that, it does come along quite fast, but not so in hard mode. Like this, hurry up and finish this railway off, because then I don't want to constrain it by having something other than plain land surrounding this tile. That's leaving a bit of a hole in my map. Don't really want a forest there either for the same reason. I suppose that's okay. Like that. I really need more water tiles because 4 of the 5 active quests I've got are for water. I need to finish them so I can get some more quests. Just do that, that's okay. So I have another sort of Y-shaped rail piece coming up. It'd be good if I could arrange for the 2 pieces to fit nicely together. I'm not sure if I can. See, that doesn't work because the junction won't look like that. That would work if it was a perfect placement. It isn't. That doesn't work. Let me do that, and then come along and put the piece here, and then it sort of fits. And then if I get another sharp bend, I can put it here. If I get another shallow bend, I can put it there. If I get another straight piece, I can put it there. Still waiting for a piece with just one field on to fill in that gap. This fits quite nicely here, so we'll go with that. Ah, here we are. Another nice placement here. I would like to put this here, but then it doesn't actually connect the water, which I like to do because it finishes the quest. That's not quite so good because of what it leaves here, but that also leaves that there, so. I'll go with that one. Still waiting for a large tree. I'll make sure not to do this again. Leave an area that needs 4 trees in a row. I made that mistake last game, leaving an area that needed 4 fields in a row. But it seemed like I was getting it with trees last time, and this time I'm not. So I think those areas just maybe aren't as common in Hardman. Now we're getting a lot of awkward water pieces. Making these silly little rivers that go loop round on themselves, but never mind. Yet another water quest. Okay, railway quest with houses. We could do that and then try and join it up, or we could do that. But then that leaves a house next to this tile, so I might do this. As long as I'm not going to fail the quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm not going to fail it immediately by doing that. Although I have a water station now and I have 3 active water quests, I might place this here instead to end this section of railway. Since I don't really see it coming any further this way. Now I can start closing this off. Thank you for lurking, Luke. I don't have a lurk command, unfortunately, but it is much appreciated. And enjoy the rest of your evening. So this railway doesn't fit anywhere nicely here without having a mismatched edge. But also, this is a quest with a plus on the end of it, and this is a quest for an exact number, and I tend to try and keep those separate anyway. So I'll probably start a new railway somewhere else. Not here, because that's too near the water. I don't like mixing the water and the rails if I can help it. But maybe over here is okay. Yeah, we'll put it there. We're going to get... Yeah, we're about to get a railway piece with a forest on it, which can go here. So we don't need to worry about being stuck with that. So unless there's a place for it here, which... I mean, it does connect this up, but only in a way that makes the next piece hard to connect up, so I won't do that. We'll use it here. This is a forest quest. It's unfortunate I haven't managed to close off this forest quest yet, because it means I'm going to keep getting forest quests that need more trees that I probably won't be able to do on this forest. They should start a new large forest over here somewhere. It would be actually best to start it here and then not put this blank piece here. See if there's another place for the blank piece. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, Teabag, I thought I could control the alerts. I can definitely control the volume of them. It's just it's hard to tell when you're not actively streaming what the right volume is. Maybe I can change them while I'm streaming. Let me... Okay. Yeah, I think I can edit alerts. Okay, I'm going to cut the volume of all my alerts. So apologies for the disruption to the stream 1 minute while I just quickly do this. I have to say, a lot of these alerts are probably never going to be used. Nobody's ever going to do a hype chat in my stream. I'm not sure that I can even have hype chats. I think that might be a partner thing. But they're a waste of money anyway, so nobody do one. Raids. Oh, hype. Yeah, we did have a hype train today, which I didn't think I'd ever get, so that was nice. The channel point redemption sounds are intentionally loud because that's the point, is to be funny and disrupt the stream. Right, the rest of the alerts are quieter now. So there we go. Right, next time somebody hang on, Teabagger said some stuff. Test button in Streamlabs, you can test offline. Yeah, don't use hype chat, it's stupid. Next time somebody does something, it should be a bit quieter. Apart from the sound effects in channel points, because they're supposed to be loud. Yeah. Oh, that one's the same volume as it was. Sorry. But the things like following, which I think is the one that was really loud, and well, following, subscribing, gifting subs, that stuff. Does that still sound really loud, T-Bago, or did that sound okay when you redeemed that? To be honest, I'm mostly just stalling because I can't think of anywhere good to put this forest. I guess I should just link it up with this one. But then it's a bit hard to continue. I'm just going to put it here. This is probably a really bad play. It's quite a bit loud. I mean, I want it to be loud enough that people notice it and that I notice it. After the stream, then I'll maybe turn it down a little bit more. To do with this piece. We've reached 2 hours into the stream, but I at least want to go until I get a new, either lose this game or get a new high score in hard mode, one or the other, so that it doesn't feel completely pointless. So we'll keep going for a while. Maybe we'll catch some people who don't normally watch us. I think we had a run of easy to place tiles, and that run has now ended. Suppose I could make a start on my forest over here. It's not a very big tile to be doing that with. Just there, maybe. Your stream is a bit quiet in general, to be honest. It's fine if only have yours open. Yeah, well, I can't turn up my mic any louder than I already have it. Unless there's some setting somewhere to make it loud or something. And I have the in-game volume set to match the mic volume, so the game sound isn't overbearing. Yeah, I suppose if you've got other streams open, although presumably you can set the volume separately on those streams if you've got other people's streams open. Maybe I'll see if I can figure out how to make the mic louder at some point. Okay, this piece I am going to use on the forest. No. Don't want to constrain this railway by putting it there. This is the sort of problem I ran into during the last game. You get about this far into the game and then you start finding you've got nowhere good to place things. you end up placing them in ways that makes it hard to place tiles in future. There, for example, if I knew there was a rail piece coming that had exactly one field, exactly one house on it, then I'd put it there. But I don't have that guarantee. Full volume, an ASMR stream that's at 15%. Yeah, sorry to hear that my stream doesn't serve as ASMR. I've just realised my Steam notifications are popping up on screen. They're not supposed to be doing that. Oh, it's because I had the wrong overlay selected. Apologies for that. Let me try making... Okay. Is that louder, Tibago? Have I successfully made the mic louder by doing that? And if so, is the game too quiet? Yeah, sorry, Dustin. I'm not supposed to be showing my Steam friends gameplay on stream. I don't know if Blastoise is comfortable sharing with people who are not his Steam friends what game he's playing. And I'm guessing he's not your Steam friend because otherwise you'd know what game he was playing, doesn't it? So that should be off now. Okay, if my voice is louder now, do I need to make the game sound louder? Because I know how to do that. You have no friends, Dustin? So there is a link to my Steam, I think, on my channel. If you're watching on PC, just look below the stream. Feel free to send me a friend request. Although you'll usually know what I'm playing because it will be on stream. Or indeed Zando Toaster. Then all the viewers will know. No, I fixed it now. The overlay won't come up anymore. It's alright. We know you're playing Scrabble for the PS1. Actually, no, that wouldn't show up on Steam. I'm not sure what Steam games you play, actually, Dustin. Whenever I see your stream, it's always something a bit more out there. Like, well, PS1 emulator or a Nintendo DS emulator, or hardly do Steam anymore. Yeah, well, it depends. Obviously, Polybridge and Dorf, two of the games I'm currently streaming, are available on Steam, so it makes sense. Okay, I have nowhere good for this tile. Do I have anywhere bad for this tile? Probably. I mean, there works, sort of. Here works, but it's really constraining this tile. I might just have to go with that. At least it makes this a nice placement. That's probably the best place for that one. Many games, but installed on my computer only 4. I suppose, yeah, it depends if you're running out of disk space or something like that. Oh yeah, so yeah, you can add. You don't have to buy the games through Steam. You can add your own games to Steam. So yes, you could have your emulator show up as a game. That is very true. So that needs a house connected to it, and this needs a forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I can put that there without losing, and I see a railway coming up with a house attached. Which can go there. Can't go here. But no, it would bring the railway towards this, which I don't want. So So maybe I should send it away. That constrains that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I can put this here and I can put one more here, and then I need to connect this before I fail the quest. There's never a right answer to these tile placements. That's the problem. Like, both answers are bad. It's just one is worse than the other. Maybe just fill in this. That's not too bad. Okay, that can go there. Then next time we push something here, we put it there. Should you uninstall Babel Royale? So, Dustin, I did try to do a stream of it about a month ago now. I don't remember if you were there or not. Mostly to try and get 5 crab to 10,000 wins. You were there, okay, yeah. And you probably saw you couldn't really play for more than a few seconds before the game crashed. If that situation is ever resolved, then I will stream again, and I will stream again regularly if people are interested, which I think they would be. I think most of the Scrabblers would probably join us. However, I have no idea if the game is ever going to be fixed. So, I mean, you know, probably, if you need the disk space, I would probably uninstall it, to be honest. Okay, we find it now. We have a forest with 4 edges coming up, and we've also got a forest with 6 edges coming up, which I'm going to use instead because it's more trees. Hopefully, complete this quest now. Yeah, well, it's basically just not received any attention from the devs, which would be okay if it was functioning. If it was just a dead game, but once a week or something, we could organise a lobby. That would be fine. We don't mind it being dead. But the fact it doesn't work at all is a problem. But yeah, apparently the devs' priorities are elsewhere at the moment. So, I mean, first of all, hi there, Strategy. Thank you for joining the stream, and hope you're enjoying the dwarf. But yeah, so obviously we don't have the source code or anything like that. It's not something I can easily put together to play on stream like I've made a Scrabble game we can play on stream, because it needs proper real-time networking to handle multiple players playing tiles at the same time. So, you know, we're talking proper game development rather than just creating a toy example for a stream. So I think it's certainly beyond my capability for a project that I'd be able to work on in my spare time. Otherwise, I would be tempted to give it a go. But yeah, unless we're going to fund a Kickstarter to develop our own version of it or something, I'm not sure that's ever going to happen. Maybe not the exact same game, something simpler. I mean, I think we already have that. It's called Scrabble. But yes, maybe something along those lines. Should I start a 3rd railway? Probably not when I've got 2 quests outstanding, but none of these fit nicely. I don't want to do this either. Don't really want to do that. Okay. I'm putting a railway over here. Actually, I'm not. Good night, Luke. Thank you for stopping by. I will be going to bed myself fairly soon. it is the weekend, so I don't have to worry too much about how late I am. And it would be good to make a bit more progress with this challenge. Not challenge, this hard mode. Okay, this completes the water quest, which is good news. I probably have it here. I've been trying to think through this attempt a bit more carefully than I thought through my first attempt, in the hope of actually making more progress with it. So it has been a bit slower. Since we've done it, no. So the developers aren't actively working on anything, either this game or anything else. They're basically not doing game development at the moment, as far as I can tell. Which, is their right. Yeah, as I understand, the devs are the father-son team, and there was a family emergency some point in the past 2 years that changed their priorities. That's basically it. Their priorities are changed. So yeah, it's annoying if it's a relatively small fix to get the servers working again. Like, we're not asking for new features or anything. It's just obviously I have no idea how much work it would take to accomplish that. So. Right, we have a water piece with a field. That could go there. It doesn't fit there, unfortunately. Can do that and have it join up. It'd be better to just go there. Don't want to miss out on pieces for this quest. Maybe it's time we started blocking this off. In which case that was a bad play, but oh well. Yeah, we'll block that off and start a new water area, I think. In which case we'll go over here. This piece can go here. We'll just find something random to put in there. Does it not cost... it does cost money to keep servers working, yes. I imagine at some point they'll go down completely. It's just frustrating that this last sort of year or so we haven't been able to play the game sort of reasonably normally. Obviously not... They're not monitoring the Discord or anything like that, so I wouldn't expect a response from the devs at this point. Where to put fields? Here or here? Probably here is easier to finish. This is a really awkward piece. Like the look of this one. They put it on the water. We can go here as long as I get another railway station tile. I was reading the book recently. Okay, I didn't know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, don't want to put any more there. I'll go here and we'll just have to find a railway station tile to put there. Okay, we can almost finish this quest. It's not quite. Dustin, disagree with that previous play? You're challenging it. I just hope one day someone redeems that while a viewer is playing Woogles and leaves them really confused. How much work for an update? Yeah, I mean, we don't even need to update the game. We just need to get it back to the state it was in. Yeah, hoping strategy was playing. Yeah, just need to get it back to the state it was in before the server stopped working, really. It's not that we need new features, although obviously that'd be nice. That's a possibility. We'd need a 2 field there. Works. We'll go here. It's as good a place as any. Actually, no, it's not. It constrains this railway. We won't go there. We'll go here. Start a Babel Royale podcast. Yeah, I don't think that would get enough attention to be worth it. And basically nobody plays the game anymore. There's just a collection of Scrabble players who remember playing it a few years ago and enjoyed it. And 5crab, who will hop into any game that anyone starts because he's still hoping to get 10,000 wins, which he's very close to. I mean, I might stream it again, despite its broken state, just to get 5crab his wins. Yeah, so the reason I haven't been able to close off this river is every time I get close to finishing the quests, I get a new quest, and then I have to finish that one. And before I finish that one, I get another new one, and so on and so forth. Okay, this is a 4 out of 6, which I think is the best I'm going to do for this tile, so I'm going to take that. This is a railway with a forest, which we actually can't do anywhere at the moment, which is annoying. Oh, I've got to fail that quest now, which is annoying. Yeah, this is like the one configuration of railway tile that I can't put anywhere with a perfect placement. Other than I can put it there, but that's going to be really difficult to. Oh, I'll put it there anyway. Never mind. This tile would fit here if it didn't need to be a river. So that's annoying. But it will go here. Beauty of... Oh, his book is called The Beauty of Games, is it? That's ironic. Yes. The Beauty of Dead Games. No comment on that one. As someone who consistently fails to finish their personal projects. Although at least, I mean, the things I've done are semi-usable on stream, which is all I really aimed for. Contribute this to this forest, maybe? Yeah, because it doesn't fit there. Doesn't fit there. Doesn't fit there. Oh, it fits here. Ah, yeah, I need to prioritize closing this off, so if that fits there, I'll take it. This I need for here because it's the only possible tile that will fit, even though the quest is going to fail. What happened to Forest Field House? Forest Field House, I ended up just putting a forest and water tile. So this is a non-perfect edge here, and same with the field, because I was never going to get that tile. So I got, as a compromise, I got a tile that had 4 perfect edges out of 6, which is the best I could do. Otherwise, I mean, it's worth it to get the perfect placements for these 4 tiles. Yeah, it's a very scenic position for this house, look. Next to the woods on the lake shore, overlooking the town on the other side. Although, somebody needs to come round and clean the debris out of this lake. The boats are going to have a hard time getting through. We've even got the water wheel going here, which is nice. This tile fits very nicely there, so we'll take that. Yeah, they hid their crops in the forest. I wonder what they're growing. And also C_Ren_D. I maybe just call you Ren. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you chatting here before. Thank you for joining us. We are playing Dorfromantik. I am attempting the hard mode today, and so far not been very successful at it, but I think this run is going better than the previous one. Is that worth it for missing a perfect placement to complete that quest? Maybe. Ren, yes, I thought so. I do. Whenever people join, I like to say out their full names for the sake of being awkward. Especially Dragon Girl _89, who is a long-time friend of mine. I insist on pronouncing the underscore in her name every single time. If I put this here, I'm going to fail this quest because I'll need 2 tiles and it's exactly 1 quest. So I'm going to put it here, even though this edge is imperfect, because at least I completed the quest. Almost fits, but doesn't. Do you type it out in chat? If I'm typing somebody's name, then I type all the characters in their name. Yes, including the underscores. Otherwise, it doesn't ping them. Oh no, I do the underscore as an underscore because the message will ping them in Twitch chat. I could go here and hope I get a piece with half woods, half forest, which is a piece that's quite common. But there's no guarantee of it. Hard mode seems to give you the pieces that you thought were common less often, which is unfortunate. I could also just put it here. But I've got this other piece that needs a rail station, and this would break that perfect placement. You're going to call her that next time? I don't know if you follow her, Tibago. I think she has been in this stream a couple of times. Oh, you do? Oh, that's cool. I assume through me because she's just a fairly random streamer that I happened to run into once while I think it was while playing Factorio. So that was many years ago because I haven't played that game in a long time. Having said that, I might actually stream it again. Not again. I mean, I might play it again and stream it when the next expansion comes out, because that will be adding a bunch of new content. Probably enough to justify another playthrough. Okay. Yeah, I tend to follow people when they raid in as well, so that makes sense. I'm sure she'll appreciate the follow. Okay, so I finally got lucky with this tile over here. I've been trying to close the lake off at this end for a while, but I needed one that connected with this field, so I finally got it. We can do that. Now maybe, obviously there's a lot of skill in hard mode, but I think there is a certain amount of luck in just managing to get the tiles you're fishing for, in a sense, early in the game, while it's still possible to lose quite quickly if you don't get them. Okay, railway end piece is much appreciated with all these random railways we've got everywhere. Probably end that one. That does not quite fit there. It's there if I want to. Or here. This is getting quite big. I'd like to close it, since I've got no active house quest, I'd like to close this off so that the next house quest it gives me is smaller. That fits, but then this is a very awkward tile. Might be the best option though. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, another rail and water. Not the right type of rail and water to fit here, sadly. It does fit there. It almost fits there. I'd quite like to put something here soon. Definitely doesn't go there. It's annoying that the 18 quest got stuck on the railway that's proven to be the hardest one to finish, whereas the smaller quest got completed. I could start a new railway out this direction. Might do that to give myself more options. Another piece with nowhere good. You would think as the map got bigger and you had more options for where to put things, that it would become more likely that you could find a good place. But somehow that doesn't work. There's still no good place for this tile. I'm sort of forced to put it here. And then just hope for pieces with houses on to fit in this area. I suppose I could try and work it together with this next tile. Is there a way to do that? Like I could do something like that, but then I don't like how that leaves that one. And I could close that off completely. I'm probably overthinking this. I'm probably never going to get to my high score at this rate because I'm overthinking. I'll try and play slightly faster, I think. To have a good place to put this next tile as well, though. I mean, here's not a bad place. Do that. So this one goes here. This goes here. Because we've got this rail piece here. I mean, it does really commit me to completing this rail quest now. Nowhere for this one. Hope for a field. Actually, there is probably safer. quite a nice fit there. Still nothing to go here. That would work. I still want to close that off, so I need a separated house for that one. That works, at least I get the perfect from that tile. Right, I think I was waiting for one of these for quite a while. Let's see if I can remember where it was. Yeah, over here. There we go. I think I go here and then put this piece here. Or even there. And there, actually. Yeah, it would be nice to close that off. Can I do that and then that? Oh, that leaves this piece. Yeah, there's no way I'm ever finishing this piece then if I do that. Do that. Just put this on the quest. Okay, we do get a half forest, half town tile. I was hoping for over here. Is it worth attaching that to the quest? Yeah, I think because it's got a quest on, I need to attach it to some houses. I might actually also. It's been winter for a while now. I think spring might finally have arrived here in Dorf. So let's switch the biome back to something a bit more colourful. Ah, colours! It does help if I can see what I'm doing again. It's a bit hard to see sometimes with the white, where you're placing things. It's not the middle of winter anymore, no. The middle of minter. I just read that without questioning it, T-Bugger. You could pretty much type anything in chat you want and I'll just read it without thinking. Put that there. This is a plus quest, so logically it would go over here. But I think it fits better here. I'm going to put it here. That's okay. Don't like leaving that there, so I'll go here. This is sort of becoming the forest and railway area. It's like the game is now, having given me lots of water quests, the game is now giving me lots of rail quests, which is unfortunate because rail quests are a lot harder to finish than water quests. Because water, you tend to get these lakes that it's optional which edges of a lake you connect. You can connect any edges of a lake or no edges of a lake. You can leave them all connected to land or connect them all to water. Rails, you have to connect every rail to another rail. It's not negotiable. Quite dangerous with you around. I mean, this is true, T-Bago. I mean, it depends. I think it depends how busy the stream is and how many people are watching, and what sort of level of chat I will. I'm happy to have. I mean, partly the fact that you're my mod, T-Bago, sort of means that you have to set the standard for behaviour in here, um, which. If you go too far off the rails, then everyone else will take that as an indication that they can as well. And even if I'm okay with you doing it, that doesn't mean I'm okay with everyone doing it. I don't really want to not connect this water since I'm close to a quest. So if I do that, I can have the water connect up in a minute. Do I need a field anywhere? The railway. Yes, although not like that I don't. I don't need one at all here. Okay, we finally managed to fill this space in. That's good progress. This I'll just put here. That. Yeah, that just dooms those two quests to failure, so I won't do that. Instead, come over here. Do it there. Actually, no, that doesn't match. Here. Oh, yeah, this quest will eventually hook up with the rest of the railways because I'm going to put a train station here. So we don't need to worry about connecting that quest. Maybe I don't want to be waiting on multiple train stations, otherwise I'd put a piece here and have a train station there. Seems like that you don't get them that often in hard mode. So I might just do that. We are coming up on 10,000 at least. Straining that's probably fine. I might, since I've still got 20 tiles left, I can probably get my high score this time. And if I haven't lost by then, I'll probably end the stream at around that time as well. Can't really put that on there. Gonna have to put it here. Know how long we waited for one of these pieces on the previous round, so I'm not going to leave this hole open any longer because we might not get the right piece again. So despite me having all these trees here and this rail piece having two trees on, there isn't actually anywhere it fits perfectly. So I'll just put it there, and we can finally connect that up, which is good. And this completes the quest. If I can join it on somewhere. I don't really want to do that. Do that. We get another field with 4 edges. This is the tile that I was waiting the whole game for last game, and now we've just had 2 of them. That's the way of things. The Whittle of Minter thing was from an advert from 19 years ago. I mean, I'm just as old as you, T-Bago, so I should remember it too, but I don't think I do, unfortunately. Houses. Yeah, that's not ringing any bells, unfortunately. Does this fit here? It almost fits here. If that house was one edge further round, it would fit. That doesn't fit at all. That fits, and it cuts off this water, so we've finished with the water here, which we don't want over here anyway. So I think that's a good play. That fits there, finally. Dinny's skipping in the Whittle of Minter. No problem, Pro Stoic. Thanks very much for hanging out. It's always good to have you here. Yes, people. I don't think there's many Final Fantasy fans here apart from me and T-Bago, who are obviously already familiar with Pro Stoic, but if anyone else is interested, do check them out. I mean, they stream other games as well. If you've ever wanted to learn more about Stoic philosophy, then believe it or not, Pro Stoic will explain that to you as well. Certainly the only philosopher VTuber that I've had the pleasure of meeting. Sorry, my neck's a bit stiff. Nobody has redeemed stretch, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because my neck's a bit stiff today. It's been a long week. There's the best place. Need these fields to be contributing to the field quest if possible. So I'll put them over here, even though it's not a great place for them. Actually, if I can connect these two sets of fields, it'd be good. I'm a bit worried about this tile though. The game has decided that now is the time to give us fields. But not the shape of fields that we need here, unfortunately. Oh, this cuts this off, which I wanted to do, so I'll do that. Go here. Okay, need 2 more tiles to complete this quest. If we don't get another water quest before then, we might be able to actually close this off, which would be nice. Although it's now giving me lakes, which are going to make it harder to close off, just because it wants to be annoying like that. I know I've got a forest quest, but I'm going to put this here because it fits nicely. Yeah, this tile unfortunately was our non-perfect tile, so we don't get points for that. I'm going to put it there anyway. Advert for Trevor Extra Strong Mints. Okay. Not something I remember at all, but it could well have been. I guess that explains calling it Minter instead of Winter. I'm going to close off these houses because I'm trying to do the quest. Don't like that. I suppose that works. Go there. Yeah, suddenly getting a lot of fields. Of the tiles that we were hoping for last time and didn't get. We're now getting them all. So I guess they do happen in hard mode. I was just unlucky. Doesn't go there. Almost fits. I think I'll take the imperfect edge there for the sake of actually getting this railway going somewhere. And we have now completed this quest, hopefully. And of course, it's a tile that opens up 3 more areas, but never mind. We've completed it. This almost fits nicely there, but it doesn't. So that's no good. I think I might actually start a new water area, which I said I was going to start a new area, and that was here, and I haven't actually done anything with it because I then got a bunch more quests. But now might actually be the time to start one. If I can find somewhere good for it. I mean, yeah, carry on. This one is okay. And I just need to start closing this off. I think this is another place I can accept I'm not going to get a perfect placement and just take the 4 edges. Yeah, now we're good for this, so we'll continue with the quest. Coming up to what is my high score? 12,890. Okay, another 1,000 points and I'll get my high score, which is just as well because we're coming up to 3 hours and I don't want to run the stream much past that. Okay, that nicely loops back onto the train station there. So we've just got this open end on the railway now and this corner to link up. Yeah, we are over 3 hours. That's okay. So Dorf, I start the Dorf stream earlier because there are some people like Ophelia who... see, most of my viewers are American, you see, but especially for Scrabble. But for Dorf, a lot of them are European, and they're an hour ahead of us, so they tend to prefer an earlier start time. So this is only the time that I'd be finishing my stream normally, so I don't mind going this long. So many, just got this line of trees going out, but I do need to finish this forest quest, so that unfortunately means a line of trees, I think. almost. I need something to deal with this. This is another case where I've got one house on its own that's causing problems. I need something to finish off that house. I'm just not quite there yet. Do you die a little inside when you have to play an Americanized word? What, in Scrabble? Not necessarily. I think it depends what the word is. Certainly if it's a 7-letter a bingo of some sort, so 7 or 8 letters, I don't die a little inside. I'm just happy that I've managed to play something. Yeah, things like colour doesn't come up that often in Scrabble because you'd have to have 2 O's. Yeah. Honestly, people think there's loads of differences between American and British English, but when you actually start listing them out, there's not that many words that are different. So the chances of actually having one in the Scrabble game are quite small. Hello, Dragon Girl _89. Thank you very much for continuing your Prime subscription for your 2nd month. You may notice that your little subscription badge has changed from a purple flower to a red one for your 2-month badge. I have 4, 6 and 12-month badges lined up as well, which will be revealed in due course. It is indeed Dragon Girl _89. I was just talking about how I always say your name with the underscore. But thank you very much, Dragon, for joining us. We're playing a bit of dorfromantik here. And I'm currently trying to get a good score in the hard mode, and it's turning out to be hard. Yeah, so meter with ER rather than RE is going to be higher prop than colour because E is higher prop than O. I can't think of a higher probability one than that. Oh, Dragon has just challenged off my last placement. Actually, Molly would like that sound effect, wouldn't she? Well, sorry, Helena, because she's got dogs. Yeah, so it depends what you count as an American word, and whether you mean American slang or just spelling differences. Yeah, axe it's not a hard and fast rule, but axe tends to be American and axe with an E tends to be British and international. So yeah, certainly that would be the highest probability. Oh, Dustin's actually playing Scrabble. I suppose if you're playing Void Challenge, it's just slightly confuses you. It doesn't make you think your word got challenged off. That would be bad because it would. Dragon Girl _89. Thank you for being cute. I don't think that was ever in any doubt. Clovis was still confused even though he's not playing. By the way, Dragon, you have to read the you're going cray. You have to read that channel point redeem carefully. It doesn't say that I have to be cute, it says that you have to be cute. Am I going to have to end up starting a new railway here? I think I might. Yeah, let's start one over here. Yes. But we know you're cute, Dragon. That was never in any doubt. Never recur from opening with 5 against Josh. Okay, yeah, 5. I don't think I'd challenge 5 if I saw it from an experienced player. Because 5-0 is good. 5-5's 5-er, but that's not as a verb. That's as a slang for $5 or £5. This is not true, T-Bago. But yes, Dragon, thank you for experimenting with the redeems because no one else seems to. I think they might all be saving up for either VIP or gift sub. I might have to. If too many people redeem those, I might have to get rid of them eventually, but we'll see for now. For now, they remain available. Drink water. That is a good call, Dragon, because I've been streaming for 3 hours and I haven't. So thank you. I will be ending the stream relatively soon because, oops, I'm only 400 points off my high score, so I should get it this go. And then I have been streaming for over 3 hours. 10,000 points for a gift sub is crazy to me. What, crazy high or crazy low, Dustin? And were you planning on redeeming it? Because I notice you're not subscribed yourself, Dustin, now that your gift sub has expired, and you are probably my most dedicated viewer, as evidenced by your VIP badge, that you earned fair and square through channel points and not by being Twitch banned like my other two VIPs. Clovis is planning on redeeming VIP as well. I mean, obviously, I do only have a limited number of VIP badges to give out. So I guess it's first come, first served. I will be reserving some for people that I want to give them to. Hopefully I can get back the VIP badge that I've given to Orange Triangle once his account isn't banned on Twitch. Because I think it might have just been because his account was new. I mean, Fuse we know is actually banned, but Orange Triangle might have just been new. Gift subbing someone to yourself is just giving Twitch money. This is very true, Dustin. Thank you. Yes, it's quite late for you, Dragon. Good night, sleep well, and thank you for dropping by, and thank you, obviously, for the resubscription. Dustin, gifting a sub to anyone is for any stream is just giving Twitch money. Subs don't actually do anything; they just show your appreciation to the streamer and also to the viewer. So yes, I would gift somebody a sub to thank them for being a dedicated viewer, which they would have to be in order to earn 10,000 channel points. I think it helps that I've been streaming for 3 hours plus a lot recently. Originally, my streams were planned to be 2 hours each. Obviously, if they're 50% longer, you earn points 50% faster. And yeah, this is the thing, Dustin. Are you not missing out on the Emma emotes? You were using them before when you had them free from the gift sub. And don't forget, I have 5 more emotes on the way, just as soon as Loon actually gets round to working on them. There will be 5 more Emma emotes. And well, the things that annoys me about the Twitch emote requirements, because there is such a thing as follower emotes, so I can make up to 5 emotes available for my followers only without requiring a sub. But that's not tied to affiliate or partner or how many viewers you've got or anything like that. You have to have done at least 90 streams in a year. Once you've done 90 streams in a year, you can use follower emotes, which is, it's weird that that's gated behind that requirement compared to how easy it is to get affiliate, relatively speaking. Obviously, I'm still quite some way off doing 90 streams because I only do 3 a week, so that's going to be over 6 months before I get that. But once I do, I will make some follower emotes. I guess Twitch has their reasons. Can't speculate on what they might be. Yeah, follower emotes. So there's this thing called instant upload eligibility, which is basically your emotes don't have to sit in a queue for several days before they're verified. And that's also tied to the 90 days of streaming. But you can still upload emotes. You just have to wait longer than to be approved. But the follower emotes are only for people with instant upload enabled on their account. Just started a new railway, and now I can't find anywhere for this tile. I'm going to put it on the other new railway. So I don't really want to. I want to leave that open. I don't want to constrain this railway to something that's got a house or something on it. I could put a railway here and then work down to there. That works. Okay, yeah, we're starting to run out of tiles here. I've dipped down to 9, but we are going to make our high score, so we'll take that as a success. I should be able to finish this quest soon, hopefully. Building all the way out like this. You're automatically allowed follow emotes and instant upload when those features were introduced. Yeah, if you're already an established streamer by that point, then yes. You could theoretically push yourself to Partner Plus fairly cheaply. I mean, not really, T-Bago, because Partner isn't tied to subscription number of subscribers. You have to average 75 viewers or more over a 30-day period. 75 is a lot of viewers. Like, there's no way I'm ever going to get close to averaging that. So you would have to view bot on a extreme scale that I'm sure Twitch would notice and not give you partner, because unlike affiliate, partner applications are manually approved. There's no automatic like web process. You have to actually apply to Twitch, and they will decline it if they think you're screwing with the figures to get to the eligibility requirements. I mean, the thing is, once you have partner, then Twitch can take it away if they think you're abusing the service in any way. They keep a much closer watch on your channel at that point. So, yeah, once you have partner is that's the hard part. Saying, oh, you can do this once you have partner is like saying, well, once you hack into the Pentagon, you can steal military secrets. Like, once you do that bit. How do I not have a good place for this tile? That makes no sense. Can I place this tile to give me a good place for the next tile? I think I probably can. Oh, actually, no, I can't. There's not the end of the world. Fit 3 houses there. Yeah, I just happen to have 75 viewers who tune into my stream as soon as I go live and watch nothing else on this site. Almost, yeah. A Scrabble channel. Well, this Dustin, I'm pretty sure the Scrabble channel doesn't average 75 viewers. I've seen it with more than 75 viewers, but not on average, certainly. I think it averages about 40 or 50. Yeah, the requirements for partner are actually quite high. It's the big streamers, the ones that pull hundreds or even thousands of views, that get it. Yeah, when they do tournament coverage, they average like 300. But then you've got to remember, when there isn't a tournament, then there's just one day a week of Josh doing playscrabble.com. And in fact, no. At the moment there's not even that, because Josh, his contract was terminated. So there's possibly Will or possibly nobody. And there is a number of hours requirement for partner as well. It's not just the view count. So you can't just do one stream a month, get 200 viewers for that stream, and say I'm averaging viewers. I want partner. I think you have to do 7 or 8 streams a month. And the thing is, the tournament coverage is really intermittent. There are quite long stretches of time when we don't have any tournaments. I'm kind of going to have to put this here because, even though it does just... I suppose it's higher. It is higher than it used to be now. I think there was one tournament they streamed. I think it might have been the Players' Championship, the one that Josh won. I think that got a bump in viewership, not just for that tournament, but for everything afterwards. But for example, the tournament that they were streaming today, maybe it had 300 viewers at one point, but when I checked in, it didn't. But then I suppose that wasn't an American tournament, so it wasn't peak American viewing hours. It was UK viewing hours, which is why I was able to drop in a few times. But, Yeah, I mean, I think the requirements for partners should be lower, but then I'm not Twitch. I have a lot of opinions about these things that are not shared by the people who run the website, as you might imagine. That's not going to be a perfect now, but we'll fill it in anyway. How close are we to our high score? 200 points away. Okay, let's do this. Let's stop talking to chat and play some Dwarf. This is another awkward tile. I think I just put it towards the quest. Not even a good place to do that. Here? Or here? It is not the end of the world. Right, so this I could put here, but it's awkward having a non-fixed size quest and a fixed size quest. So a quest with a plus on and a quest without a plus on. This I need exactly 47, this I just need 51 or more. It's awkward having those two types of quest on the same area. So I'm going to put it over here. There is no tile that has 5 houses surrounding a point, so I'm going to have to take a loss on this edge anyway. So I'm just going to put this in here, and then if I get another one I can put it there. But the game might be over before we complete it because I'm down to 6 tiles now. We're just going to limp over the goal to our high score at least. Deal with that house maybe. It'd be nice if I could fill in some of these blanks that I've been trying to fill in for a while. That gives me a perfect, so I'll prioritise that. Can we finish this? We can finish this forest quest. Okay, this keeps us alive a little bit longer. Which is good news. And yeah, we're over 13,000, so that's my high score. It's only 713th on the leaderboard, so as you can tell, it's not a particularly good score, but it's a start. Let me just play a couple more tiles, and then, yeah, since we're coming up to an hour and a half here, I think that's probably going to be it for today. I might actually... Yeah, if I put this here... If I put another train station here, I can let out the trains for another... Actually, there's a forest there. I won't do that. I was thinking I could create another railway to give me more options with this, but I won't. I'll put it here and then link this up and give me more options there. Oh, actually, no. The next quest is a fixed size water, so that changes it again. If we get a fixed size water, we want to prioritise that. So I'll go here and try and link this. It's probably best. Right, I think I'll leave it there for tonight. So, oh yeah, once you have partner, you could VPN to Turkey, make an account, and gift yourself 350 subs a month for 3 months at 30 pence per sub. I mean, T-Bago, you could do that even without having a partner. You can still VPN to Turkey and gift yourself subs. Zando Toaster, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Dustin Dude, who now has to redeem his channel points on something else. That is very much appreciated, Zando. That's the first gift sub I've had, apart from the giant batch of 50 that Mike Caroni very generously gave me when I first reached affiliate. Yes, you were right. You said this would be the one. I mean, I've only just barely got a high score, but it is a high score. Dustin's celebrating with a Zando Toaster emote, so I guess you're subscribed to... You're trading favours between each other, and meanwhile Jeff Bezos gets richer. But there we go. Justin, enjoy once again using the Emma emotes, and enjoy your tier 2 sub badge. I made a selection of my... the Zando gift sub might have been me, that's true. I have given a lot of gift subs to various Scrabble streamers. Yes, there are 6 badges for six subscriber badges, and they're 6 of my favourite flowers that I've chosen, in order from least to most favourite. So once you get to a year, you get my most favourite flower, which is harebell, and they're sort of in a rainbow order. So they go pink, red, orange, yellow, blue, purple. So unfortunately, the people who subscribed early and got founder badges don't get to see those because they get a founder badge instead, but they get to feel special for being a founder. Nothing more than you love than giving your money to Jeff Bezos, and very good too. Well, you now have a second place gifter, a little icon, a little present with a 2 on it. I'm afraid if you want first place on that, you're going to have to give another 49 subscriptions. You do have the option to hide the founder badge. Doesn't that hide the badge completely though, or does that actually replace it with the normal badge? I don't know. I don't think I've ever hidden the founder badge before, but if you use Twitch Prime subscription, then you take money right out of his pocket. Technically, yes, Dustin, but the thing is, the Twitch subscription, the Prime subscription comes with Amazon Prime, which is a subscription to Amazon. So the money that he's giving to the streamer is only a very small portion of the money that you gave to him anyway when you signed up for Amazon Prime. So not really. But yes, what I really should do at some point is set up some sort of donation link in my profile. Because, yeah, at the moment, 50% of your money goes to me and 50% goes to Twitch. So I might as well make it, 90% me, 10% whatever payment provider I'm using. But I don't need the money. As you can probably tell from how many gift subs I've given, I have no need for money from Twitch. I mostly just want subscribers, just because I like seeing people be interested in my content, to be honest with you. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you very much, Zando Toaster, Dragon Girl, Ruby, and LT Bago, all of whom have either subscribed or gifted this stream. Thank you to Noob Skills for his amusing cheer, LT Bago and Ruby for theirs. Thank you, everybody who played with the sound alerts as well. If your Twitch account is still linked to your ex's Amazon Prime account, so you never linked it, so you get a totally free Prime sub. Can't imagine who would do that to you, Bagger. Yes, so bye Cloyce, bye Ruby, bye everybody soon, but hopefully enough of you stick around to make a raid worth doing. Let me see who is live. If you could all hold on just a few more moments. I think I'll probably raid into Y2J_Twitch. Because they are a variety streamer who started around the same time as me and does, among other things, Polybridge, which is one of my games. So if you're interested in Polybridge, Zelda, and also just crazy sort of crazy challenges to complete games in weird ways, then you'll love Y2J Twitch. So thank you everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow for some Scrabble, and Sunday for some Polybridge. Bye for now.
All right, we made it back.